Today, we're diving into Ramadan, a month that's so much more than simply abstaining from food and drink. Ali, could you start us off by explaining the real essence of Ramadan for our listeners who might be new to this topic?
Absolutely, Jasmine. Ramadan is the 9th month of the Islamic lunar calendar, and it's a period when Muslims around the world fast from dawn until sunset each day. But it isn't just about not eating or drinking. Ramadan is truly a time for spiritual cleansing, inner reflection, and a conscious effort to avoid negative behaviors like gossip, lying, or anger. It's about elevating your soul.
That's so true. I often think of Ramadan as a kind of spiritual detox, where we strip away distractions and confront our authentic selves. It's like holding up a mirror to your character, seeing not just your strengths, but the areas where you can really grow and improve.
Exactly. Fasting is one of the 5 pillars of Islam, so it's not only a divine command, but also a profound opportunity. Through this process, we experience mercy, forgiveness, and a deeper sense of purpose. It's as if we're being given a chance to reset and reconnect with what truly matters in life.
Let's explore the transformative values that fasting instills in us during Ramadan. For you, Ali, what's the first value that stands out as something uniquely cultivated during this month?
Patience is definitely the first that comes to mind. Whether it's waiting for iftar when you're physically exhausted, waking up early for suhoor, or holding back your tongue when you're irritable, it all tests and strengthens your patience. These daily challenges really build resilience over time.
Absolutely. Through that patience, you start to realize, if I can do this, I can handle so many other obstacles in life. And then there's gratitude breaking your fast. Even a sip of water feels like a blessing. It's a powerful reminder to appreciate the small things that we often take for granted.
That's so true. I remember one Ramadan, I saw someone move to tears just by receiving a date and some water at iftar. It's moments like those that cultivate compassion and empathy. You begin to truly feel what the hungry and less fortunate experience, and that softens your heart, making you more generous and caring toward others.
On a personal level, Ramadan always seems to trigger a transformation in me. How do you feel fasting changes you as an individual, Ali?
Every year, I notice that I become significantly more mindful. Fasting really makes you aware of your thoughts, your actions, and how you spend your time each day. It's like a reset button for your habits. You start to prioritize prayer, reading Quran, and minimizing distractions.
Exactly. I find that this heightened self-awareness helps me rediscover my spiritual core. I become more organized, goal-oriented, and I feel like I'm more in control of my impulses and reactions. It's such an empowering feeling.
It's also the perfect opportunity to work on breaking bad habits, whether it's reducing time on social media, cutting down on junk food, or even quitting smoking. Ramadan challenges you to become the best version of yourself, and that sense of focus and renewal can last long after the month ends.
Let's shift to the bigger picture now. How does Ramadan influence society as a whole? What changes do you notice around you during this month, Ali?
Ramadan brings about a really unique sense of unity. Mosques fill up, families gather for iftar, and neighbors go out of their way to share meals. There's a collective energy and togetherness that's hard to find at any other time of year.
Definitely. There's this powerful sense of everyone fasting together, breaking fast together, and participating in nightly prayers. Crime rates even drop in many places, and generosity just skyrockets as people rush to help those in need.
Charities see a surge in donations, food drives become widespread, and people are just more willing to offer a hand. Even non-Muslims often mention how inspiring it is to watch a whole community come together, united by compassion and the goal of uplifting others during Ramadan.
Let's talk about the health side of fasting. Ramadan isn't just spiritually beneficial, there are some remarkable medical advantages as well. Can you share a bit about what science says on this, Ali?
Sure. Research has shown that intermittent fasting, which is similar to the fasting routine in Ramadan, improves insulin sensitivity, reduces inflammation in the body, and even supports cellular repair. It essentially gives your digestive system a much-needed break and helps regulate metabolic processes.
I've read that fasting can also help with weight management, improving cholesterol levels, and boosting overall metabolism. On top of that, there's a mental health component. People often report feeling more focused and emotionally balanced during Ramadan.
Absolutely. The combination of spiritual practices and fasting leads to reduced stress hormones and increased serotonin, which enhances your mood. It's incredible how the guidance of Islam encompasses both the soul and the body, providing benefits that modern science continues to validate.
As we wrap up, I'd like to reflect on what comes after Ramadan. This month is like a school, but the real challenge is carrying its lessons into the rest of the year. What advice would you give to listeners, Ali?
I'd say the goal isn't to be spiritual only during Ramadan, but to let this month ignite a permanent transformation. If you've become more patient, keep nurturing that. If you've grown in generosity or your connection with Allah, don't let those gains fade away.
That's so important. Ramadan shouldn't be just a one-month reset. Use it as the beginning of lifelong growth, building on the habits, mindset, and values you've developed. Let its light continue to inspire your actions all year long.
Ameen. May Allah accept everyone's fasts, prayers, and efforts, and grant us the ability to live by the values we cultivated in Ramadan. Thank you for joining us. Please share this episode if it resonated with you, and let's keep spreading light and goodness together.